welcome to my channel with Lupita Aide fam. As you can see for the setting of this video, you may know that it's the total different video than what I usually do. For those of you that doesn't know me, my name is Lupita. I am a mom of 4 children and currently responsible for my little brother, also with together with my dad. I help him out. The purpose of this video is I was working on my other channel, my budgeting channel. I was doing my videos and I received a message from my children that the place where I live in is Southern California, and they've decided to close the schools, public schools. I know they started out with colleges and bigger schools because there's more adults there, and now they have decided to close K through 12 as well. So with that said, I don't know, I am shocked. I'm not shocked, I mean, you know, they're closing down so many places, but it's like, my question here is now, and a lot of things started coming up to my mind, like, what's gonna happen next? I mean, they already closed Disney. I already sent an email from Knott's. They're closing down schools. And I was just talking to my children yesterday. I was like, let's not be shocked if we find out they close restaurants, because that would be something else to close. Now, before I proceed talking, know that I don't watch any news. We decided to disconnect our cable because, I mean, hardly anyone watches TV, and the only channels that we watch or used to watch was the local channels. Anyway, with that said, there's a lot of information I don't know. There's a lot of information I'm not even aware of. And the only reason that now this is like, wow, it's because, like I said at the beginning, I do have 4 children. And now I'm asking myself, how is this going to affect other families? As for me, my oldest is 18. If I have to go to work, I don't stress a lot because my daughter is 18 and she can help me with the other little ones. I don't work every day. I do work only 2 nights or 3 nights a week. So, and then I do live with my dad and my sister. So at the end, they're still not alone technically. But there are families that they all work during the day, and their only place to leave their children is school. What's going to happen to these families? You know, some of them, they go out to work and they do have daycares, but what about those that don't have it? I mean, you might be asking yourself right now, what's your purpose or anything? I don't have a purpose. You know, it's just me saying, like, we all need to help each other. How? You know, covering our nose, our mouth if we know we're sick, to prevent others, you know, from getting sick. If our children is sick, we have to talk to our children and explain to them the importance of, you know, washing their hands, covering their mouth if they're coughing, all of that we normally, or a lot of us normally don't tell our children. We have to start telling them. I am one of them. Yes, I do tell them, cover your mouth, you know, don't touch things if you know you're sick, or wash your hands, blah, blah, blah. But am I doing it every day, or am I constantly doing it? No. These are the kind of things we need to start doing now. Usually I speak English and Spanish for those that are watching me, and you're like, oh, you're Hispanic, how come you're not doing this in Spanish? most of my viewers are English, so I'm sorry. I will make it in Spanish if I can. Um, but anyway, going back to the subject, just wanted to throw that out there. Um, I'm shocked. It's like, wow, what have we come to? What is this? There's like, I can see views and comments and everything from people from everywhere. I hardly go out, but for the little bit that I was reading online, I have a friend. She's always like, this is I feel like this is like a challenge, not a challenge, but it's like a, yeah, something like that. From God, it's like, how are we gonna react to this? And for what I see, it's a lot of people are being selfish with the toilet paper, the hand sanitizer, all of that, the rice, the beans. And it's like, I mean, people's buying things like if they're no longer gonna sell them again. I understand that if there is an emergency, where we may not have these items, but again, let's be realistic. I mean, people's gonna keep making these items, and even if we cannot bring them from other countries, well, we will have them. Now there's Amazon that can deliver, all these other stores that can deliver. But again, going back to students that are about to graduate, high school students, 8th graders, how are they going to be affected? Is this going to affect from having them graduate? Like, if they are in danger of not graduating, how is this going to affect them? Hopefully schools have something planned, which probably not, but I hope that they come up with something like online courses, or like something like EPHS, if you're familiar with EPHS, where you go get your packets, do them at home, and then go through them and get more packets and so on. And then they test you for those packets, and then from there they see if you passed or not. I hope they do something like that, because having the kids at home with no homework, with none of that, it's like not good. And then like, there's so many topics that comes to my mind about like ways that it affects students, ways that can affect parents or benefit. In my case, I'm gonna get to if there's possibilities of working extra, I'm gonna be able to work extra, because I can go to work a couple hours here and there, and I don't have to worry about picking up the kids on time, or things like that. But then there's other parents that they might not be able to go to work because they don't have daycare, or because they don't have the person old enough to stay at home with the children. So I don't know, I mean, how is this affecting you? I mean, we all have to start helping each other with our hygiene, with the way we touch things here and there. Restaurants, I mean, they all have to have probably extra staff, which I know most of the time they're short staffed. Nursing homes, most of the time they're short staffed. Places like this where there's a lot of public going in and out, they have to have extra people wiping or making sure there's enough hand sanitizers in public places. Schools, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can mention here, but the one I wanted to focus was our children, and parents. How is this gonna affect parents? We do have the ones that have no sitter, no person to take care of their children. What's going to happen with their jobs? Are they going to go to work? Are they going to be calling in because they don't have who to leave their children with? We do have those that have um, daycares. Um, what if daycare closes? That's another one. You know, we are, like I said, things keep coming to my mind like, oh my God, what if this? What's next? Like, what's gonna happen? What are you doing about it? I mean, let me know down in the comments. A lot of these things does not even make sense to a lot of you. These are just my thoughts. I was thinking as soon as I received that message, I was just thinking and thinking, like, and I was like, why don't I just say out loud everything that I'm thinking? I mean, probably like, let's make an awareness of what's really going on. There's a lot of people like me that I don't watch the news. I'm not aware about a lot of things, and the little bit that I know, it's from the times is when I go to work that, I happen to see a TV because I do work in a hospital. So whenever I'm doing my patient care, the TV's there. I can hear a little bit of what's going on. Or radio whenever I'm driving, if I'm listening to a radio station. Or in this case, Facebook, it's always throwing like the news and stuff like that that's going on. But what happens with those that are not even aware? And YouTube right now, it's a big platform where people is constantly watching YouTube. And I thought maybe, if I talk a little bit about it, the little bit that I know, because I don't know a lot, maybe I know a 5% of what's really going on out there. But something kept telling me, you need to get your phone, because I do record with my phone, and just say whatever you have to say, whatever is in my mind, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So if I don't make any sense to you, if you like, oh, you're not even aware, yes, I'm not even aware about a lot of things. Food, that's another topic. A lot of family like me, I am a single parent, I am a low income, and I have to be ready now with extra food for my children, because usually I'm used to, they have their breakfast at school and they have their lunch at school, so I give them dinner at home. Now my food income budget, it's gonna increase. It's like more than a month they're gonna be out of school, and who knows if they extend it longer. That's another problem for families with low income, especially if they have to cut their days because they don't have sitters, and we keep going back to that. I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, what is this? Like I said, I did mention God, like, this is like a challenge He's giving us. Are we gonna get together and work together, or are we gonna be throwing ourselves like, this is mine, like, especially with stores, like, come on. The word doesn't come to my mind, but in Spanish it would be una prueba. I'm sorry if this video makes no sense to you. It makes sense to me. Like, now I'm getting, I'm thinking like, this is real. It's happening. It's affecting the whole world, not just where I live. It's affecting a lot of people. Not only because of their health, now it's affecting financially, emotionally, it's affecting our jobs, it's affecting our children, it's affecting our daily lives. What do we have to do to help each other? What do we have to do to prevent this virus from destroying our lives, basically. A lot of people thought, oh, they say it affects only older people. I'm young, I'm healthy, it's not going to affect me. But look, it's affecting us in one way or another. So, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I mean, there's a lot, but like I said, I sound like I'm not making any sense. And if I don't, I'm sorry. I just felt that need of doing the video. Like, all my thoughts had to be out there. And it's not all of them, but I feel better now. And this is a type of video I would not normally do ever. So I was even scared to do it, but it's like, gotta do it. If I feel like I gotta do it, just go for it. So if you don't like this video, I'm sorry. If you like this video, thank you. Leave me your comments. How is this affecting you? Or how is this, is it a benefit for you? Leave me your comments. Let's help each other. What do you do that is helping you? Share it so others can use your same technique. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. There's a lot of things I left out. There's a lot of things that I maybe started and not finished talking about, but I just wanted to get it out there. If you have more thoughts and you have a YouTube channel, throw your thoughts out there. Let's help each other. Let's find different ways on how to help each other. Until then, I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.